Josh, we're going to talk about how our goals have been going for our steps.
The steps,
have been going
yeah.
for 2024.
Do you have you said you didn't really have anything super. What were you wanted to do more French,
Yeah.
and you also wanted to finish your basement.
Do more French, finish the basement, and work on the game, the video game.
Oh, right.
Go through the Unity. So I hadn't done the. I have this idea for a game in my mind that is a very good idea for a game, and I've been thinking about this ever since the eclipse, Josh, that happened in Nashville like 6 years ago.
That thing where the what was it?
The sun went over, or the moon went over the sun.
Whatever it
That's
was,
an
it
eclipse,
made
a
it
full solar eclipse.
dark outside for like a minute or two, and it was the trippiest thing. And then it got bright again.
So I had this epiphany for this game right around that time, and I was like looking up stuff on the internet. I was like, and I had several great ideas at that time too. And so I was looking up, do people find inspiration during solar eclipses? And this was like a common thing. It was like normal people. It wasn't like these weird like little witchy people. It was like just normal people. Like, I had this great idea. So anyways, all that to say, I had this idea, and I've been going through this Unity. There's like a 40-hour Unity free course that you can do on their website. So I've been going through that. I kind of took a little hiatus from doing that, Josh, because I played The Witness.
Oh, yes.
Which is a great puzzle game in the game. I want to make as a bit of a puzzle game, and or aspects of it, Josh.
Sure.
And so I played that as research and played that for a week, beat it, and now I'm back into doing Unity again. And it is difficult when you've not done something for like 10 or 12 days, especially when it's building on itself.
I know.
So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I don't even care if I have to go back and redo 5. So I just went back and just watched like 10 of the lessons before, and then just jumped back in. So I'm in the middle of doing that now.
I have not started Unity yet, but I have started 3 of my other goal/step things. I started convict conditioning, which you gifted me for Christmas.
And
convict
it's
conditioning.
in black and white, Josh. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's in black and white.
Okay.
It bothers me. It just bothers me because mine's in color.
So this is basically for people that are in prison. A place I'm sure I'll land at some point.
We all will. Anybody who watches this podcast will land in prison at some point. So everybody get this book.
The supportblindlycow.com. It's the support group for future convicts.
It's a great book though for doing at-home workouts in a prison cell.
Right, without weights. You have to use your own body resistance. Anyways, so I'm just doing the 2 a week.
There's different in the back of the book, different schedules.
I'm doing the easy one just to get started. So I did pull-ups and squats, and I got started with that this week. And I'm just going to get that first one done to where I can do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is like I have to do 20 push-ups twice. And these are like real push-ups. Not like where you actually have to have the correct form.
Yeah,
get down to the bottom, get up, and do it slowly.
Yeah, it's like a 2 count going down, hold it for 1 count, 1 second, and then come up 2. It's very hard.
Yeah.
If you're keeping your whole body tense and everything.
I was able to do 7 or 8.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? After that, you're like, wow, if you actually do this correctly, it's crazy.
Yeah. One of the hardest things for me in terms of like getting started doing these kind of exercises is always feeling my form is not good. But the thing about it is you just have to get started. And once you start building that muscle just a little bit, it becomes easier because you start to feel like, oh, I can feel this in my core now.
Yeah, exactly.
Most exercises are just getting your core engaged to some degree. Not swinging things around.
Yeah. If you're not, I think that's the beauty of this book. He really, if you've read any of it, he really focuses on focus on what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
Like you're not just pumping out push-ups. You're really thinking about it.
Well, the book has a schedule where it's like do it Monday through Monday and Friday. And I was like, well, I actually want to just start on the days that it says to do it in the book so I don't have to think about it. You know what I mean? So I've glanced through the sections, and especially, but it was nice too because if I had questions, I just looked and found where he explained things, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice," because this looks like it's going to be like this like boot camp kind of thing, but it really is just like, you know, whatever. Look, you need to do a warm up, whatever works for you. Here's what works for me, but don't.
It's very hands off and hands on at the same time.
That's exactly what it is. So I'm excited about that, and I appreciate you got me that for Christmas. That's the first thing. Another thing that I wanted to do for 2024 was read 3 screenplays for movies that I love.
That's right.
So 2 of them have come already. I'm still waiting on Slumdog Millionaire to come.
You actually have to order them. You can't just read them online.
Well, I could, but I wanted to.
Oh, that's cool. It's actually in books.
I can't show you. Yeah, I know. They actually, for good movies, I can't show the title of this one. But it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. You probably recognize this. Inglourious.
B words.
Yeah.
But not the B word that you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like the one that you're thinking.
This is one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen that, Josh.
You got to watch this movie.
I just don't understand the title. The title just turned me off.
Yeah.
So I was like, why wouldn't?
It's a great movie. If you only ever watch one Quentin Tarantino movie, watch that one.
I don't know who that is.
He's just prolific director. He writes all of his movies.
Gotcha.
And then I got The Prestige, which is it's probably my favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
So what does this look like?
It just that's
I got
that's
you.
what a
It looks
screenplay
like you're reading
like a play.
Yeah,
but a script, a screenplay is a little bit different than the way a play is set up. So I'm waiting on Slumdog Millionaire to come, and I'm also waiting for The Godfather to come because I wanted one of my screenplays that I read to be a movie I have not seen that is known to be a classic. So I've always meant to watch Godfather, and so I'm gonna do that. Anyways, and then the last thing was that I wanted to get into the mode of playing at least one new board game.
Yeah, I was excited to see how that was going.
So I'll actually, not to give it away, but I will be talking about this in the recommended section of
Leaf.
Oh yeah, really great game. So we'll talk more about that game during the recommended section. Cool. But I'm super excited about that. It's called Leaf. Okay, so that's about it.
Wow.
2024 making the goals be things like that are tangible, not like write a screenplay or play 50 games this year. Change my life. Just like what's, or just doing getting up to 20 push-ups. I can get up to 20 push-ups. It'll probably take me a while, especially doing this where you only do push-ups like once a week. But I can feel it. I didn't even go too hard, and I can already feel it in my arms. I was pretty. I think I was pretty out of shape. I've kind of fluctuated, but I haven't done any sort of strength training at all in a while. So